Hey you guys, welcome back to Titled Queen at the Movies. If you are in the New York area and you want a special treat for the holidays, you can catch Steve and Moisty the Snowman Saves Christmas at Dixon Place. It will be on December 3rd and 4th and December 10th and 11th. And now, let's go see the Titled Queen and get our weekly movie rec.
Johnny! Wow, cool. Titled Queen at the Movies. Oh, Johnny, happy Thanksgiving! Well, I thought, what do I want to recommend for Thanksgiving? And so I thought, no, not you, Harvey, beat it now. I thought I would recommend Billy Wilder's The Apartment, starring Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, and Fred MacMurray. Now, this was written by Billy Wilder and I.A.L. Diamond, who was his writing partner in the later part of his career, and it won the Best Picture Award for 1960. It's easy to see why. It's such a great romantic comedy. Jack Lemmon plays C.C. Baxter, who's working in an office. It's like Mad Men at the time, and or How to Succeed in Business. It has that flair. He's trying to work his way up in the office, and so he gives his keys out to his various bosses to take their mistresses home every other night of the week.
Hi, fellas. Well, you made it. Just like we promised.
Quite an office. Name in the door, rug in the floor, the whole schmear.
Yeah.
Teamwork, that's what counts in an organization like this. All for one and one for all. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I have a vague idea.
It eventually gets up to his big boss, who's Fred MacMurray, who is sleeping with the elevator operator, played by Shirley MacLaine.
You know, you see a girl a couple of times a week just for laughs, and right away they think you're going to divorce your wife. Now, I ask you, is that fair?
No, sir, it's very unfair. Especially to your wife.
Shirley MacLaine at this stage of her career was absolutely the cutest, most appealing little pixie on the screen. She had been discovered by Hal Wallace when she filled in for Carol Haney on Broadway in Pajama Game. She came out. Her first movie was with Alfred Hitchcock called The Trouble with Harry. Soon she got an Oscar nomination for Some Came Running with Frank Sinatra. And at this point in her career, she was the sexiest little pixie going, and she was perfect with Jack Lemmon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You know what we're going to do after dinner?
The dishes.
I mean, after that.
What?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, I don't.
We're going to finish the gin game.
Oh.
Yeah, so keep a clear head.
He'd just come off Some Like It Hot, where he was nominated, and it was also directed by Billy Wilder. And they went on, the three of them, to make a movie called Irma la Douce about 2 or 3 years later. This movie is about the question of whether or not it's worth it for Jack Lemmon's character to give up the sort of seedy thing he's doing to get the girl that he wants. And it's the whole thing of beating out the Joneses to get what you want, as opposed to following your instincts and falling in love. And nobody did these kind of situations better than Billy Wilder. He had a certain acerbic sense of humor, which I think came from the hard times he had spent in Europe before the war, before he came here. And he sort of was able to look at things a little bit off, which is what always makes, I think, for great comedy. You start something here, and you take it over here.
Are we dressing for dinner?
You know, just come as you are.
So you're pretty good with that racket.
You should see my backhand. Where you see me serve the meatballs?
So it's with great pleasure that I recommend Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine, Fred MacMurray, and Billy Wilder's classic, The Apartment.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
This one.
To get ourselves a treat.